I'll use.
So it has begun. Dave is currently cutting all the edges with an X-Acto knife. So that's the first. Well, first step is turn off the
Daddy?
electricity.
Daddy?
Yes, Lyle.
Is this my tape measure?
I don't know.
Right?
Looks like it is. Yep.
It has so many numbers on it.
Yeah.
And
Makes
I go
sense.
if I can.
Yeah, so first step was to turn off the electricity to the bedroom. And then Dave's cutting all the corners. Essentially, like you want to cut essentially the paint so that you don't rip into the upper sheet of the connecting walls and stuff. So I think he's almost done. You done? You did the baseboard already?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you think I was on the ground?
Okay, so now we're gonna, I thought we were just starting. So I think now we're gonna take off the electrical covers and then he's gonna cut somewhere on the actual wall for us to start ripping.
Sorry.
So that's the plan.
Mommy?
Ride with us and let's see how this day
Mommy?
goes. Yes, love?
So that I'm gonna come over here because I'm gonna measure something.
Okay, you measure something for us.
Right here.
How long is that? Oh,
I think that might be I think it might be 4 inches.
4 inches, perfect.
Well, let me do this side because this side has 5 inches.
Okay. Step 3 has been completed, which is taking off the plates and the outlets. So they're still attached, but they're not attached to the
No.
inlet, if that's what it's called. It's kind of looking like that. So they're attached by their wires, but not attached by screws. And then step 4 is prying the baseboards off. And I believe we're trying to keep it together, right? Because we want to reattach it back. So that makes it, I think, a little bit more of a careful job. If you didn't care, you planned on replacing your baseboard, then you could really go to town and just rip it off and break it apart. But we want to reuse it, so gotta be extra gentle. Using a crowbar and a screwdriver for extra, I don't know what the term is. Extra what?
Leverage?
Leverage.
Yeah.
So baseboard's out. Lyle's playing with the stud finder. And now Dave's just cutting that line so we can have a way to get in to pull the drywall off. So I had to make a run to grab a broom and dustpan, but I'm back. Dave's finished cutting. Now we're starting to pry the drywall off. I just figured I'd do a quick clip here before I go lend a helping hand to get in the drywall off.
Mom?
Lyle?
So, I'm gonna do this.
Okay, and now Lyle's helping over there as well.
Careful.
Careful.
Oh, yeah.
Should probably take the bit off that. You don't need a bit on it.
I do because the screwdriver is not pretty good.
Okay, keep an eye on you then.
This is the drywall.
You're right, that is drywall.
No,
And it also can have some new drywall.
no, Daddy is using 2 hammers.
He is using 2 hammers.
Yeah.
And then put the camera up and look at that. Perfect. Hopefully you guys can see us. We've got a liar behind the camera today. He wants to help. So I'm not sure what Elias actually got in that previous clip, but there, we got that
Bringing it to
first piece off. Leaning against the ladder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dad?
Yeah.
Here we go. Now I just gotta get the bottom piece off. And then we'll work on the upper half. So, all off. We've cleaned that up, taken it downstairs, and Dave started taking off the top half. Which, again, is why it's important to get that clean cut when you go around with the X-Acto knife, because then things come off very easily. If you guys can see off the sealant there, it's not taking off any sealant paint with it or anything like that.
Don't fall, Dad.
Thanks, buddy.
Careful.
And
Thanks,
he's just
buddy.
cutting through that. I think it's called, what's that top part called?
Paper.
Huh?
Paper.
No, it has another name.
This?
Yeah,
It's
the
paper.
top sheet.
Paper. It is.
Okay.
It's called like.
Cutting through the paper of the drywall.
Did you paint that? And Mommy, did you paint?
No,
No,
we
not
did
yet.
not paint.
You're in the way.
Okay, I'm in the way, guys. Look at my hands. Elias' hands are pretty clean. He's got his shoes on.
Yeah, because it's all dusty.
Team Crocs. Yeah. Team Crocs.
Careful,
Okay,
buddy.
I'm gonna go help now. So
Why
I had to
are you
show
gonna
this part
help?
here to you guys, where of him getting it off the ceiling and the clean. The clean. So here it is. So we're back from Home Depot. We've got our sheets of drywall. Dave and I just...
Give the right store the credit.
Oh, sorry, Lowe's. We're back from Lowe's. We picked up 3 total pieces of drywall. Dave and I just brought 2 up. The third one is still downstairs. And now we're just gonna put up the first 2. We're gonna go horizontal, right?
Mm-hmm.
One on top, one at the bottom. And then the third sheet we're gonna put vertical.
Except opposite picture.
Oh, except yeah, opposite is right. Why?
Because we're starting here.
Because we'll have to tuck it in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we are doing right now. We've got our musical background singer over here. And yeah, we're gonna get going. Dave has to, he had to measure and now cut out the holes for the receptacles or whatever they're called, so they can stick through the drywall. So he's just doing that right now before we can mount anything up. There we have it. Dave's just starting to screw it in. We've got the first screw in. We've got our bucket of screws. If I can find the lid, I can show it to you guys, but it's just basic. Just basic drywall construction screw. Let me get that to focus there.
Wow.
Pretty simple. And that's what we're using.
Can you come?
We're done putting up the drywall. We ended up cutting that long piece into 2 just because it would be too hard to get it in vertically since it meets the ceiling. And so that worked. It took us a few turns of trimming it down to get the exact cut, but we eventually did. So it's in, everything is screwed in. Locked and screwed. So Dave's just remixing the putty there so we can start applying. We just ordered dinner. We're just gonna have takeout because it's one of those days. So we're puttying up the holes. I think I've got a hole here that I can putty. So that's kind of what we're up to now. And then like the screw holes and the seams. We're simultaneously doing the seams.
And something was doing the same here.
Elia was doing the seam there, he says. So anyways, that's the part of the project we're currently on. think we've got all the holes. No, it's just, and we got to do the ceiling still.
In the corners.
In the corners, so that's what's up, y'all. It's coming along. Should probably step back and give you guys like a full perspective view of what it's looking like. There it is in its full glory. Lio's doing his version over there. I decided to leave the sheets on because I figured the sheets are easier to throw in the wash than the mattress. So we'll throw the sheets in the wash, and I'll probably vacuum up the mattress a little bit to get out any dust that's left and vacuum the headboard. And that should get us in a good place. Should we fill that hole over there, babe, with this putty? The curtain hole? Curtain rod hole?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, we are home from church. We just finished having brunch. Just had pancakes and bacon because we woke up too late this morning to have it before church, and Elia was not very happy about that. So we promised him we'd have brunch after church. So we just finished doing that. He's going down for a nap, and then we're gonna continue our project. By the way, happy Sunday. So this is where we left off last night. Before bed, I'm gonna go open the curtain so you guys can see better, but this is essentially where we left off. We mostly finished all the putting and stuff. The main issue is that seam that you guys see right there. This seam, the one drywall, we essentially pushed it in further. So the drywall on the left, which is this piece here, is in further than this piece. So you can probably see it right there. You can't actually really see it. Just looks like a seam like any other seam. But anyways, because of that, it's not straight, and we're afraid that that'll show up once you paint. So we're gonna try to just add another layer or two of putty to kind of fill that space and make up for the depth difference. So that's what we need to do, and then we will prime and paint. I guess we'll need ceiling paint as well, huh? Yeah, we totally will. So anyways, I think we have ceiling paint from all our touch-ups that we've done around the house. But we will essentially be painting. So I don't know what we're gonna do, guys. I'm actually really torn now that I look at the gray in our room. It's much darker than like I envisioned. So I don't know what to do. I initially wanted to do black and white stripes. I'm not sure if I already shared that with you guys. I wanted to do black and white stripes, but Dave and a friend of mine kind of talked me out of black and white. So far I'm leaning towards like a dark gray, like a charcoal gray with white stripes. And if not, try to convince Dave to do wallpaper. He does not like wallpaper, and I really, really, really want to do grass cloth. But Dave has this like antique opinion of wallpaper. Like he thinks it's gonna look like he did at his parents' house, where it's like bubbles everywhere. So he's been scarred by that, and he doesn't want wallpaper in our home. Although ironically, we already have wallpaper in our guest bathroom downstairs that the previous owner put there, and it's fine. So I don't know if he'll agree, but I doubt he'll change his mind on that. So if I can't get him to do wallpaper, then stripes it is. That's kind of where I stand on the feature wall of this room. I don't know, what do you guys think? Like, there's the gray. And I don't know what our feature wall should look like. Like, I can show you guys what our living room feature wall gray is. So it looks like that. So it's like a dark gray, but it's clearly still a gray. So the one thought is to pretty much take that color into our bedroom and break it up with white stripes. So I don't know. We'll see what we end up doing. It's a decision, I tell you, it's a decision to make. I don't want to do something that we'll hate once it's up. I don't want to do just a color because I feel like just a color is just boring, but I don't know. Maybe I should just do a color. No, that feels boring, doesn't it? I just want to get it done. I want to put my rug down. I want my room to, I want to put all our stuff back up on the wall. I just want our room done. It's the only room left in the house that's not done, and I don't like that feeling. So I want it done out of the way. Anyways, I'm probably gonna do some, maybe I'll start putting actually. Maybe I'll change and start putting up some putty while Dave puts Elio down. We are sanding. While Elio naps. It's time to prime the walls. Everything's dried and sanded down. And just putting on a coat of primer, and then painting will take place another day. I guess first we have to decide what we're painting it, but one step at a time.
We are going to winners at home since we are going to winners at home since.
We're gonna lie open our vlogs from now on because he's clearly got a better intro than I do.
Vlog?
Yeah. Good morning.
What's vlog?
Vlog is recorded. When we record on the camera, that's vlogging. Anyways, we are off. We just left. So his writing class is all done. His city writing class is all done for the season. I wish I brought my sunglasses. It got brighter, and it wasn't bright when I left home. It was actually very cloudy when I left home. So now I'm all like, it's not actually like sunny, but it's just bright.
It's not bright.
Anyways, so we are off to our spot, Winners Home Sense, because I want to change the mirrors in our bedroom. We had these mirrors in the previous house, if you guys remember them, but I want to go for the tall mirrors now. I know Dave's gonna hate it, but I want to go for tall mirrors behind our lamps. Yes, love.
Well, what's Dave?
Dave's my husband. Because tall mirrors are more the trend now, and I do like that trend, so I'd rather have tall. So I'm gonna go take a look quickly and see if I can find tall mirrors there for a reasonable price before heading back home. This morning I put another layer of joint compound on those two strips that ended up showing up for some weird reason. So I was like, you know what, I might as well, like, we can't paint anyway until Dave gets home from work. So I said I might as well put another layer of compound on there just to be safe, and hopefully that'll conceal it entirely.
Mom, can I have some colors?
Oh, sure, my love. Hopefully that conceals things entirely. So I did that this morning as soon as I woke up. So that's currently drying. I'll take a look when I get home, and hopefully it looks, and I'll sand it. Hopefully it looks good, and we can be ready to go. We still don't know what we're doing. Dave and I haven't talked about what we're doing for colors yet. I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? It's almost like if I had my way, I would paint the dark gray first and see how that looks, and then add the stripes on after. But that's probably silly because that'll require more paint to put white on, because then we have to conceal a darker color with white. Usually you put the lighter color first and the darker color after. So I'm so uncertain about this because I've never done something like this before. So I just don't know. I don't know. And it's one of those things that you don't know until you do it. You don't know how you feel about it until you do it. It just feels like a lot of effort for something I'm not sure I'll love. You know what I'm saying? I think I'll love it, but I'm not sure. Because if we were just doing like a single color, it'd be super easy. Throw the color, if you don't like it, you paint over it. Elio? An airplane? Cool. Like that kind of paint job of a single wall would take us 30 minutes to do, maybe an hour, and we'd be done. you know, versus like the stripes, which take a lot. That'd take probably like 5 to 6 hours, because my husband's a perfectionist and I know he'd want everything like super, super perfect, which he should when you're doing stripes. But I just know that'll take much longer. So it's a lot of commitment for an uncertain future. Anyways, I just realized I didn't finish my previous thought of where we went. Because his city class is over, one of the moms in our area, she hosts this weekly thing on Mondays. She's always done it, but we've never gone because we've always had our own class on Mondays. But now that we don't, I was like, you know what, we'll go join with her. She just does like a read-in circle thing for about, I think it's about for 30, 45 minutes. She does like a read-in circle kind of situation. So we went to that this morning. Lyle did not listen to me at all, and I was not happy about that. So we're gonna have to work on that a little harder at home. I mean, he listened when he wanted to do what we were saying, but if he didn't want to, he just didn't listen. Which, I mean, he's a toddler, that's what toddlers do, but it's a behavior that I'm not a huge fan of. So I'm trying to correct that and guide that and steer it accordingly. Anything else to share with you guys for today? Today, my goal, guys. God, that's a long light for like on busy intersection. Anyway, my goal for today is to film a tag, and here's why. I am ready to take these braids out. So because of that, I need to film a tag before I take them out. Because I know once I take them out, I am less likely to film a tag because my hair, yes love? Sure. Because my hair is always a mess. So I know once I take it out, my hair will go back to its standard messy state, and I am much less likely to sit down in front of a camera to film a tag in that state. You're welcome. So I would like to film one before I take my hair out. And that way I at least have one sit down video. Can you stop, truck? Don't see how close he is? Yeah, that way I at least have one tag video that's good and done. So that's my goal for today during nap time. Although I was supposed to fill orders, I don't know, I have so much to do. Hopefully I can get both done during nap. Film a tag and fill orders, that would be ideal. So anyways, that's all I've got planned for today. And then when Dave comes home, ideally it would be paint, but that would require us having a discussion of paint and paint colors before he leaves work, because in order to not waste time, it would make the most sense for him to pick up the paint before coming home, because there's a Home Depot right beside his job. So it would make the most sense for him to go there, pick up paint. Heck, even do that during lunch right now would make more sense. Pick up the paint, come home, and then we paint after dinner. Wow. See, that's the kind of stuff that I can't stand. I wish you guys saw that. I can't stand that. A cyclist just ran a light, essentially. And I don't like that, because I'm like, you're a cyclist. You are putting your life at risk. You're putting the driver of a car at risk, because we're not expecting you to do that. And if you get hit, your life is lost. The driver of the car is traumatized. They hit you, and like, it's just, don't do that. I can't stand that, because cyclists always they always rally for, you know, equal rights on the road, in a sense. Like, they want equal rights to the road, and if you want that, that's fine, but you have to abide by the laws of the road. You can't just run a light because you're a cyclist. You have to wait. You gotta sit there on your bike and wait till the light turns green, or you can ride on the sidewalk and stuff, or the bike path. But when you're riding on the actual road, you have to respect the road. That really upsets me. And what the guy did was pretty much, I'm going straight on a green light, and he came across this way where his light was red, and he came across. He waited till there was a break in cars and then went across. I was like, don't do that. Sorry guys, that's just like a personal rant of mine. Mom? Yes, love. Thank you. Yes, love. I was very upset of that, because people have to be safe when they're riding their bike. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I Daddy helps me to move out of the way when there's a car.
Exactly. Allergies, guys, sorry. Yeah, so he wasn't safe, and that upset me because he wasn't being safe. And I like when people are safe.
And I like it when you're safe at red and then it turns green. And
I know.
And then home sense wouldn't be straight there.
Mm-hmm.
It would be over there.
Yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna go because we are pretty much there. We're just gonna turn here and we are at our location. So, catch you guys later. We're back at it, guys. Dave's back from work.
Light,
We're trying to figure out our stripes.
light, dark, light.
Lyle is making it extremely hard for Dave.
Dark.
Because you're saying that and Dave's trying to calculate in his mind. Lyle's being a bum.
Just push the thing on the top.
That's what I'm doing.
Dark,
Oh, it looks like you're going for the thing on the bottom. So you can use both. But anyway, okay, put it on the wall.
dark, light,
Up.
dark, light,
Anyways.
dark, light, dark,
Too
light,
far. Down.
dark, light,
Okay, good.
dark, light, dark, light, dark,
I don't think we
light,
invited him to this party because we did not invite him to make it harder.
dark,